everybody, along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emmerich, inside a raucous house here tonight. If you're the visiting team, are you a little afraid?
Only if you give up the first goal. So the key is get the first goal, then you quiet out this raucous crowd.
Let's look at the starting netminders. Rene's the guardian of the crease tonight for the Predators. This winning percentage isn't good, but with every game comes the chance for victory. Corey Crawford is the goalie of choice for this game tonight. Native of Châteauguay, a suburb of Montreal, and grew up watching the legendary Hall of Famer Patrick Waugh in goal. A New Year's Eve baby he was in 1984. Game about to start. Jonathan Toews is often the guy to take the first draw because his percentage is at the top or near it.
What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with some more NHL 15 Chicago Blackhawks GM mode. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take on the Nashville Predators. As you see, we already get a quick goal right off the bat. And, of course, the Nashville Predators, one of the best teams in real life in this GM mode. Not this GM mode. In real life, they're one of the best teams in the league. But in this game, not so much. In this GM mode that I'm playing, they are 2-2-3 to start off their year, and not a hot start, but they can always turn it around, right? So we're gonna take a look at the conference standings. I got a little bit of an NHL questions for you today. Obviously, you take a look at the standings. You got teams like Tampa Bay, New York Islanders, which is really surprising, Detroit, Montreal, Pittsburgh, New York Rangers, Washington, and Boston, and Florida, all in contention for the playoffs. And I guess Florida and Ottawa, if you really want to go that far. But who do you think is going to win the Eastern Conference? And who do you think is going to win the West? You got teams like Anaheim, Nashville, Chicago, St. Louis, Winnipeg, San Jose, Vancouver, and Calgary. And then you got in contention, you got teams like Los Angeles, Colorado, and Dallas, and maybe Minnesota. But I honestly believe that, you know, Chicago, being the biased person that I am sometimes, I honestly think that Chicago is still the best team in the league because of how deep they are. Depth will always carry you into the playoffs and through the Stanley Cup. It's the reason why, one of the reasons why Los Angeles was so good, not just because of Jonathan Quick, but they have a really good team from top to bottom. New York Rangers, surprisingly, not as good as they were last year, but they're still in contention for the playoffs. And they've been hot lately. They've won 8 of the last 10, 3 in a row. But who knows what's going to happen in the rest of the NHL season? We'll see if Los Angeles can turn it around. Obviously, they might. There's still plenty of games left in the year. Yes, they're over halfway through, but there's still plenty of games left. And in the Western Conference, I full-heartedly believe that Chicago is one of the best teams. They're going to find a way to possibly get to the Stanley Cup once again. And I feel like maybe, I don't know, the East is a little bit tough. Pittsburgh's always a good contender. Detroit is always a good contender. Tampa Bay. I don't know about the New York Islanders, though. They might make a run. They have been doing spectacular this year. But Boston as well, same with New York Rangers and Washington. It's just really hard to depict who's actually going to take it in the Eastern Conference because it's so well balanced out. When you got, but compared to the West, you got like on the bottom you got teams like Vancouver, Calgary, Los Angeles, and San Jose. And to be honest, I think like all the teams that are in playoff contention are within like 7 points of each other, where it's a big gap difference in the West. So it's not really that that deep in the West compared to the East. It's like well balanced in the East and not so balanced out in the West. But I guess the West is kind of top heavy. I don't know. But I think it might be Chicago, and hell, I'd probably go Chicago, Tampa Bay. I mean, those two teams have looked really good this year. Not saying that anybody else hasn't, but you know, you never know what could happen. So I know I was just pretty much rambling this whole video, but anyway, that's what these videos should be about. They're just sit back and talk some sports. Why don't you? Even if it's not like 100% hockey, it's just, you know, let's just shoot the shit. But anyway, we do end up coming out with the win. Final score 7-2. A lot of fights. They didn't play their best hockey tonight, and we did. So we were more aggressive, and we made more big hits when it mattered most. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're a first-time viewer of myself, hit that subscribe button down below. But until next time, my name is Sin with Vengeance, and I am out. Peace.